Okay, what's up, guys? This is a 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. This vehicle was having the issue of stuck in park. I pulled up to a Foot Locker, getting ready to get some basketball shoes for my kids because I coach as well. And this thing here, when I put my foot on the brakes, getting ready to leave, I could not get it to shift. So I was sitting there and called the tow truck, all that, and I waited, and a guy, when he came, told me about this button here on the side, because I had my kids with me. We couldn't fit all in the tow truck, so we end up using this button. And if you push this button, and push down, hold on, I don't know, you guys. So if you push this button, push the gear, the shifter down, I can switch into reverse, drive, neutral, and everything else. So I'm here. I took my car to the shop because I couldn't figure it out. After watching all the YouTube videos, they were talking about the cable. They were talking about the cable under the truck, buying a little piece and connecting those, which might be your problem, but it wasn't mine. It wasn't my issue. I took it to the dealer, my mechanic, and he opened this up and said maybe it's the key, this and that, you know, the key switch or the brake pedal switch. So we checked all those things, and that wasn't the issue either. So the only thing we can come back to was, it's called the shift interlock solenoid. So I went to Parts Galore and I brought one of these things here. They give 45-day warranty. And I was getting ready to put it on here in the parking lot. I took this whole unit out. You had to, you know, pop this with a screwdriver, you know, push this little thing back here and pop it. So you take the cable off. You have 4 10mm bolts that you have to take off. And while doing all of that, when I got to the connector and I took all, you know, the blue little locking mechanisms on there, I took those off and I pulled this cable out. This black wire here, this black wire was loose. It was actually, when I pulled this thing off, it just easily just came right on off. So I'm like, I took it off anyway. I peeled some of the plastic back on this wire. I used a little tool I had in my vehicle to take the metal piece that's off, that's connecting to the black wire. I pushed it out of the plastic unit, and then I wrapped the wiring around and pushed it back into this connector. And I said, let me see if that works before I leave Park Galore. So I pushed everything back in. All the electrical wires are touching now, and pushed this unit back into the shift interlock solenoid. And before I screwed everything back together, I started the car, and I wanted to see if this button, when I push the brakes, will go down. As you can see, it's going down now. So this was my issue. This black wire here and this shift interlock, because on YouTube, no one has a video up for the Chevy Trailblazer, the 2002, with this issue. I Googled it, everything. Nobody was giving me any suggestion about this particular part. They said shift interlock solenoid, but it was for all other vehicles other than what I had. So I knew that it was a possibility, but it didn't have actual footage on how to do so. which I'm sorry I didn't jump straight into the video while I was doing this and actually show you guys how to do it. But if you can see, it's a screw here, it's a screw there, and it's a screw at the bottom. I probably can show you better off of this unit here. So it's a screw there, then it's a screw right there. This is the actual part right here. This is the part that was giving me the problems because it wasn't communicating with my brake switch, which now you can hear when I push the brake, solenoid, the shift solenoid is clicking when I press the brakes. So that's a sign that it's working. It wasn't doing that before, but it was mainly because I had a shortage in my wiring. How the shortage came about, I could not tell you. I'm not sure. Maybe this is an older model vehicle, 2002, so maybe that's the reason. But I just wanted to give you guys another option on why maybe it didn't work for you guys. Again, I'm not a mechanic. Just by the grace of God, and I've been given the ability to do multiple things. So in order to save myself some money, I feel like I need to learn how to do these things, and YouTube has been a blessing to me. And whether it's building a bathroom, fixing a car, or even coaching. So I just wanted to put this video up just to show you guys a 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. It's fixed. I just got to put everything back together. And I hope this video helps you. Thank you.